Greetings to everybody watching this video, to those who are supporters of protecting every child from child abuse. Today I'd like to introduce you to someone I've just barely gotten to know, a super strong child advocate. His name is Matthew Sandusky, and we're going to have a little chat about the march. Well, greetings, Matthew. So nice to meet you. So I would like to ask you, first of all, to just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. First, I want to say thank you, and I look forward to meeting you and everyone as well when I come out to Salt Lake City. But as about me, this is always the hardest part, is talking about myself, honestly. But for me, my name is Matt Sandusky. I'm a survivor of child sexual victimization at the hands of my adopted father. But more importantly, I'm an advocate around the issue of child sexual victimization. I go and travel around the country and to different parts of the world doing trainings on the issue and really trying to raise awareness and get people talking about this health epidemic that we are facing, that for some reason we seem to always keep pushing further and further down. That's just a little bit about me.
Okay, thank you very much. So you have made the decision to come participate in the march, to be one of our keynote speakers, to speak at the rally. How did you come to the decision to accept our invitation?
Well, honestly, it's always a great blessing and a great honor anytime that I'm asked to come and share my truth, to share my story, to be able to speak openly about what happened to me, in the hopes of inspiring other survivors, other victims who may not have come forward yet, who are still looking for their strength. Anytime that I get that opportunity, it's an easy choice for me to make. And then learning more about your organization, speaking with you a little bit, Sam, about what you're all trying to accomplish, and seeing how really we are aligned in our missions. It was a super easy decision for me to make.
In your experience or your opinion, what is the number one thing that we could do to move towards this goal of eliminating child abuse?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great question. Honestly, the number one thing that we can do, and the number one thing that I tell people everywhere I go, is that we have to educate ourselves. If we don't even know what we're up against, then we don't even know it's a problem. If we don't know, how many people this is affecting, the 42 million survivors in the United States of child sexual victimization, and the 300,000 children sexually victimized each and every year in our country. If we're not educating ourselves on just the stats and the statistics of how often this is happening, then we can't know how to fight it. And so education really is the key to prevention. And when we educate children, when we educate ourselves as adults to know and what to look for in perpetrators and what to look for in abused children, then we're more, ready to take on this fight, to end it, because it is something that we can truly end. This does not have to exist. It has existed for far too long, and we just need to take it upon our own shoulders and rise up and say, truly, no more.
What else would you like to say to the audience that's going to be listening to this video?
Yeah, the last thing that I really want to say is I really want to implore people that if you are watching this video, if you are seeing this video, and if you are able to get out, if you're in the Salt Lake City area this coming Saturday, October 5th, please, come join us for the march, to hear other voices in this fight. We need every single person, every single voice that we can to speak as loudly as we can. We need to make sure that our legislators, that the people that we put in charge of protecting us, are actually making the right decisions and are actually doing something. And the only way that we're truly going to be able to do that is if we rise up and we say enough is enough, it's time for a change, and we need to protect our children.
Oh, that's great. Thank you so much. And we look forward to meeting you next weekend, Matthew.
I look forward to it. Thank you, Sam. I
really appreciate someone like Matthew Sandusky accepting the invitation to come to the march. I'm hoping that will add another 2 or 3 or 5 or 10,000 people that recognize this as, yes, this is an epic opportunity to participate in something like the civil rights movement, something like the women's suffrage movement, something like the LGBT equality movement. This is a huge thing, and now is the time to bring it forward. Matthew suffered through an ordeal that is horrendous, and I appreciate his courage immensely to come forward and work with everyone, including Protect Every Child, to end child abuse.